Hi everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 21st of November 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for joining me. I'm using the Gilded Tarot for today's reading. So again, thank you to all my lovely Patreon supporters who enable me to make improvements to this channel with cameras and cards and tripods and all of the things that I need to make this channel the best that I can make it. For instance, the weekly horoscopes, I film with a camera. I look much better when I film it with a camera than my phone. This, for instance, I'm filming on an iPhone, and I always make sure that the cameras are up to date and things like that. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And this Gilded Tarot I bought as well. And this is because of you guys. So thank you very much. Let's have a look at what we've got for Thursday, the 21st of November. (2019). The Four of Pentacles is a minor arcana card, another minor arcana card, and a major arcana card. So two circumstances leading up to something. The Justice card is the cause and effect card. Actions have consequences. It's the karma card. It's balance. It's duality. It's this planet. So the Four of Pentacles is a man who is holding on to all of his money. And he's got the symbol of the French king there. He's all in purple and in green. So his nature is to be greedy. And even though he connects with spirit, and even though he meditates and tries to be the best person he can genuinely be, he's got that one flaw in his character that he doesn't know when to let go, especially when it comes to money. And before you judge him too harshly, we're all like that. We may all, anyone who picks up a self-help book or tries to improve themselves in any way realizes that not everything about them is perfect. So I meditate, but I have character flaws which are still there, and some of them have been taken away from me by letting go of them and handing them over during a spiritual practice, but some of my flaws are still with me and I have to work on those and ask for help with them. So that's the Four of Pentacles today. Again, I used the Gilded Tarot for a reason. The law of attraction is always at work. And this is the only deck that represents the Four of Pentacles as a man in purple holding on to his money. It's been shown as a fortress. It's been shown as someone locking away his jewels in a chest somewhere. In this case, it's look at what you're not letting go of, and you will progress spiritually if you let go of one of the things that you think you desperately need, but that you actually in reality don't need at all. It's just a luxury, and it's just something that bogs you down. The next card is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is about worrying and waking up at night at 3 or 4 in the morning and thinking, oh my God, what's the next day going to be like? I'm going to have to face the music. Everything is under the moon here. So there's the reason for all of this is fear. Okay? And you can't be in fear when you're in faith. So you can be in fear when you're holding on to all your money and your stocks and everything you own, because someone may come up to you and rob you. You may wake up at 3 in the morning because you've got a presentation the next day and you really care about your public image and you really want to make sure that you come across in the best way. You're taking control of that situation. You're saying, I'm in charge of this situation. I want to appear a certain way. I'm taking control. And that's why you're scared, because you're working with the ego and you're controlling it. If you hand it over and if you have faith and if you say, I'm going to do the best I can, but I know that the universe has my back and it's in someone else's hands, even before I get going. It's the way it's going to go is in someone else's hands, and whether it goes well or not, is not going to be the end of me because it's part of my journey and I'm connected to something bigger. And look at how the swords block out that moon. The owl is also being blocked out. It's the lack of wisdom to realize that you don't need to be afraid, that comfort is always available, and you don't need to feel like someone is taking from you. Because we have the Justice card, the 11th card of the Major Arcana. 11 is the master number of service. So, by letting go of something in your working life, some sort of ambition, or by letting go of some fear around your money, with interests, with banks not paying any interest at the moment, you know, if you're putting all your money and you're getting 0.02% interest, whippy, then, I mean, that's not great. So out of that fear of a lack of interest, and you're actually depleting the capital, don't be afraid, and then don't, out of fear, hold on to your wealth by now investing in really risky stock schemes, thinking that you're going to triple your money and you'll be back on top of it again, you'll be rich again. That's all in the territory of you taking control and trying to fix it so that your life is happy. We've got purple here as well and white. So the potential for spiritual connection is really there. But your physical human self is interfering via money, work, your daily routine. What if you have a flat tire and you're 2 hours late and your whole routine is screwed up? And your physical health, and the ego tries to block you through negative thinking, through worry, through thinking that you're not good enough, that there's something wrong, that you're not wise enough, that you're not going to look good enough. It's about being not enough. And the answers and the solutions to both problems are in their clothing. Connect to spirit, say, I have all of these things going on. It's rather overwhelming. I'm scared half to death. That's why I'm up in the morning. I'm going to hand all of these things over and just realize that I have my guides, my angels, my ancestors, the angels, the archangels, my personal guides. I have all of them around me and they're supporting me, and I'm asking them for help right now. And that then results in not only you being able to let go of things and being able to feel some comfort rather than just fear and worry, and you'll be able to be of service to other people, because today is balanced. So if you let go, you become richer and you have a sense of well-being. If you let go of trying to control things communication-wise, or you try and control other people or places or things, or you're really forced to try and influence people, as long as you're doing that, you're going to feel afraid and you're going to feel like, oh, little old me is going to have to convince all of these other people. But again, if you look at your higher self and you say, whatever is going to happen today. I'm going to try my best, but I'm asking my guides and my angels for help. And then you hand it over to them. I'm very visual, so I always make these things a symbol. So for instance, Pentacles is a symbol for money and work and all of those things. Swords is a symbol for thinking and cups are for feelings and spirituality. So come up with your own symbol for your fear of losing your money and your fear of losing faith. If I'm looking at a symbol in my hand, for some reason, a really happy, smiley orange appears. So I take that smiley, happy orange and I give it to my guides. In this case, it could be Jesus or Saint Germain or an angel. And they take it from me, and then I can go back to bed and realize that everything's going to work out okay. Because on this day, there's perfect balance between the ego and spirituality. It's perfectly duality. It's totally symmetrical. It's completely balanced. So the ego tells you all the negative things that you're going to lose and you're going to make a fool of yourself. So you can either listen to that and have a negative outcome, or you can listen to your higher self, which says you don't need to worry about money in your speech because you're going to be amazing. When you have a job interview today, you don't need to worry about having researched the company for 3 months. You know enough. It's okay. You can go back to sleep. You realize through your higher power that the decisions you've made aren't going to be unmade by feeling guilty. So instead of worrying and hitting yourself over the head with guilt at 3 a.m, you say, I'm going to do things differently and I forgive myself, and you go back to sleep. It's the karma card, cause and effect. So sometimes you can work really, really hard and you get nothing out of it. And sometimes you wing it and you barely pay attention and you get a gold medal. That doesn't happen today. Today, if you take the initiative and you let go and you hand things over, you will have a wonderful, positive, joyous outcome. The sun, your solar plexus, you will feel energized, like you're living your best possible life, you're maximizing your potential, and you think of new ways to improve your money situation, your career, your daily routine, your financial life, the way you communicate. You learn by listening to your higher self. So not only are you getting rid of fears and worries, but you're also getting better. If you take the negative route, I'm not good enough, I'm going to lose everything, and you take action based on that, then you'll get an outcome that's negative as well. So make sure you listen to the positive side of things. We've got green, that's earth, pentacles, that's a feminine element. Then we have blue, that's water, spirituality, imagination, connection with the higher realms, that's also feminine. So both of these are about receiving. So you're going to receive things from the outer world which trigger you to worry or which cause fear. So the stock market does something and you're like, I have to get all my money out, or you have a job interview, or you have so much work on your plate that you feel overwhelmed and you're worried and you can't even sleep. And because you can't sleep, then you can't do the work, and it's just a vicious cycle. So when something comes up today that could potentially trigger you and cause you to go into fear, remember that when you're in fear, you can't be in faith. And fear only occurs when we're in control. When we have faith and we let go, we can't be afraid because we have no personal stake in it. It's been handed over. So that's what I would do in the morning. Wake up. Thank you for giving me that's what I do in the morning. Thank you for giving me a roof over my head. Thank you for giving me a bed to sleep in. Thank you for giving me another day on earth. And here, thank you for giving me the wisdom today to let go of the things that would usually hook me into anger or into fear by other people, all things that I read. And thank you for helping me make good decisions today. It's affirmative prayer. It's saying, thank you for bringing me my soulmate, instead of praying, dear Lord, please bring me my soulmate. Because what you're doing with the second one, dear Lord, please bring me, is like you're creating more waiting and longing and expecting someone to bring something to you. Whereas if you say, universe, thank you for bringing my soulmate to me already, you're acting as if it's already there, and that often makes you feel that way, as if you already have things. You raise your vibration, and by doing those things, you manifest stuff into your life. So at least you know that if you make an effort today, you get a great outcome. So if you work today, you'll have a positive outcome. If you struggle and don't have a positive outcome, don't beat yourself up. Just do the best you can today, and whatever happens is supposed to happen. It's about you working with what the universe is providing you with, and the ego and your higher self are perfectly balanced. So it's 50-50. It's really touch and go. And that's why in the morning I would deliberately get into an attitude of gratitude, because when you're in that attitude, you can't go wrong. Number-wise, we have 11 and the 9 of swords. So that's 20. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, that's 24. 2 and 4 is 6. That's the vibration of a temporary opportunity. And we had that yesterday as well. So here's an opportunity today to let go of fears and negative thoughts and negative people and things in your life, and taking action to let go of those things and to have better outcomes, and to not act from a place of fear, but to act from a place of guidance from your higher self, and you'll have a positive outcome. And that is an opportunity that happens today. Tomorrow, it might be different. Tomorrow, we might not have this Justice card, the 50-50 balance, and it might be 80% ego and 20% higher self, and there's very little chance that you can hear your higher self, and you're still working and banging your head against the wall, and you don't get the outcome you want, simply because the scales aren't even. And on this day, there's perfect balance. So use that perfect balance to your advantage and start out on the right foot. It means the whole rest of the day is going to follow. Have an amazing Thursday. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the Book Your Readings button or the Shop tab to order your personal reading with me. In my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. The astrology chart shows me everything about you, so I can answer any questions you've got. If you have any questions, or you're at a crossroads, or you need to make decisions, or you're uncertain about the way you're going, or whether you're compatible, or what's going on money-wise, where you've been in past lifetimes, if you've got any questions, then please do get in touch via gregoryscott.com. If you like the video, then please hit subscribe, share the video online, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.